Today we are taking a look at Kotono Shiunji from the Shiunji Family Children. This is the With Me See version in the Trio-Try-iT Figure line by FuRyu. The Shiunji Family Children is a romantic comedy about Arata Shiunji and his many accomplished siblings growing up together in a famous wealthy household. Their everyday life is turned upside down when a family secret reveals that they were all raised together but are not related by blood, and close bonds begin to shift in unexpected ways. Kotono is the youngest sister, a timid girl who watches the others from a small distance and treasures the warmth of the family more quietly than most. Today's highlights for this figure are the shy fingertip pose, the asymmetrical hair and warm eye, and the soft blouse and skirt movement. The shy fingertip pose brings both hands up in front of the mouth, with the index fingers touching to create a small triangle of space. Her shoulders lean slightly inward and one leg trails back with a raised heel, so the whole body line feels modest and hesitant. The asymmetrical hair and warm eye pairing keep most of the face hidden, while one large golden eye looks forward with a gentle printed gaze. Long bangs cover the other eye and flow into a side ponytail tied with a yellow scrunchie, giving the hairstyle a slightly tousled but controlled look. The soft blouse and skirt movement begin with the light top, where the wide bow collar, short frilled sleeves, and slim suspenders all layer without feeling heavy. Below that, the dark green pleated skirt opens outward with sculpted folds, suggesting a light step that matches her quiet, almost whisper-like pose. This channel brings you figure reviews and anime merchandise updates straight from Japan. If you enjoyed this kind of content, don't forget to subscribe. Starting at the face, this figure leans into a very reserved expression rather than a bold smile or dramatic shout. Only one eye is visible, and it is drawn large and slightly rounded, which adds to the gentle, almost cautious look. Blush printed on the cheeks softens the overall expression further, so the mood stays shy and quiet. The eyebrow that can be seen is a thin dark line set a little lower than neutral, which reinforces the idea that she feels nervous about being this close. Together, these face elements present Kotono as someone who wants to speak up yet hesitates at the very last moment. One set of long bangs sweeps down to completely cover the hidden eye, acting almost like a curtain that she can hide behind. Those bangs are sculpted with fine grooves and separate strands, so even the covered side reads as hair rather than a flat block. On the other side, shorter front locks open up just enough to frame the visible eye and cheek, which helps draw attention to the printed blush and iris rings. The back hair is broken into distinct clumps that fan out and down, so the overall silhouette stays compact but still feels layered and soft. A side ponytail gathers part of the hair and guides it toward one shoulder, where it hangs in a slightly curved line that matches the tilt of the head. The yellow scrunchie that holds the ponytail gives a single bright accent near the face, and its ruffled sculpt makes it read clearly as fabric rather than a simple ring. Color-wise, the hair combines dark gray and brown in a matte finish, which suits Kotono's understated personality. All of these details together create a hairstyle that feels modest and slightly messy in a natural way, perfectly matching the gentle, hesitant expression on her face. Moving to the upper body, the blouse and ribbon design carry most of the visual interest while keeping the outfit firmly in a casual, everyday space. The The light green blouse has short sleeves that puff outward slightly before being pulled back in by frilled cuffs, which gives a soft, rounded shape around each upper arm. Ribbon tails cross and overlap in a layered sculpt, with shallow folds that suggest real fabric weight without overwhelming the small frame. Dark green suspender straps run from the waist up over the shoulders and disappear into the collar area, providing clean vertical lines that contrast with the wide bow shape. The sculpt around the chest shows gentle folds where the fabric meets the straps and collar, so the blouse reads as a single piece of clothing pulled by multiple tensions. Because the color of the blouse stays soft, the structural details like seams, folds, and the large ribbons stand out more clearly. Her shoulders angle slightly inward, matching the way her head tilts, and the hands rise toward the mouth, so the torso posture feels cohesive from neck to waist. From the back and side views, the frilled sleeve openings can be seen wrapping around the arms, with the arm volume clearly moving inside the fabric instead of the sleeve ending abruptly. Sculpted folds along the upper back of the blouse help sell the idea that the shoulders are slightly rounded forward. The skin of the arms follows the same matte approach as the face, which keeps the figure cohesive from head to torso. Overall, the upper body design balances simple materials with careful sculpting, using bow, suspender, and sleeve shapes to communicate a neat, modest outfit that fits Kotono's personality. Looking at the lower body, the high-waisted skirt and leg pose combine to extend that shy personality into the stance. The dark green pleated skirt sits high on the waist, and a belt-like band separates the blouse from the skirt so the silhouette does not blur together. Each pleat is sculpted with a gentle inward and outward rhythm, which keeps the surface from reading as a flat cone. On one side, the hem lifts outward as if it has caught a small movement of air or the motion of her step, and that helps connect the skirt to the rest of the pose. From the front, one leg drops almost straight down, carrying most of the weight of the body. The foot at the end of that leg is planted flat on the base, giving the figure a clear point of support. The other leg trails slightly back, with the knee gently bent and the heel raised, so only the toe area seems to make contact. This difference between a planted foot and a lifted heel adds a sense of nervous energy rather than a strong, confident stride. White socks rise to around the lower knee area on both legs, leaving the thighs and a small part of the knees exposed. Because the finish on the socks is matte, they read closer to soft fabric than to shiny material, and they create a calm middle tone between the skin and the dark skirt. The exposed skin areas on the legs are smooth and simple, relying on clean contours and the overall length of the limbs to describe the character's build. At the bottom, black loafer-style shoes round off the legs with a compact, everyday look. The shoes have a glossy finish that reflects more light than the socks or skirt, which helps define their shape even though the design itself stays plain. A circular frosted base with yellow patterns supports the pose and adds a gentle theme touch beneath her feet without overpowering the figure. This figure is approximately 20 centimeters tall. That's about 7.9 inches. For size comparison, here's a 350 milliliter can. That's about 12 ounces in the US. Overall, Kotono Shiunji Trio-Try-iT Figure by FuRyu leans fully into a quiet, shy charm rather than a flashy statement. The facial expression, with one visible warm yellow eye, soft blush, and a small closed mouth near the fingertips, captures the feeling of a girl who wants to speak but hesitates at the last second. Her hair supports that emotion through long bangs that hide the other eye, a side ponytail held by a yellow scrunchie, and layered strands that frame the face without becoming wild. Because the hair colors stay in the dark gray and brown range with a matte finish, the eye print and blush remain the main points of focus. On the upper body, the blouse design quietly adds interest through structure rather than loud decoration. The large bow collar, short frilled sleeves, and slim suspender straps all share the same soft palette, but their overlapping shapes and folds keep the chest area from feeling flat. Bent arms and the fingertip gesture create a focal triangle in front of the mouth, directing the viewer's attention to the expression and suggesting a whispered thought or small confession. The high-waisted pleated skirt continues that balance of simplicity and care, with enough motion at the hem to feel lively while still matching an overall modest look. Legs posed with one planted foot and one lifted heel give the figure a gentle sense of indecision, as if Kotono is caught between stepping forward and staying where she is. White socks and plain black loafers keep the lower half grounded in a believable everyday outfit rather than a showy costume. Taken together, the sculpt and paint choices present Kotono as the shy youngest sister fans know, translated into a three-dimensional form that feels faithful to her role. Because of that, fans of the Shiunji Family Children or Kotono Shiunji herself will likely enjoy how this piece brings her reserved charm into a figure format. With that focus, collectors who prefer gentle poses, simple outfits with careful folds, and quietly expressive faces should appreciate what this prize figure offers. That's it for this video. If there's any part of the figure you liked, feel free to leave a comment and share your thoughts. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.